Hey everybody, good afternoon and welcome to another Sandbox live stream. My name is Mike Washburn. I'm the Director of Engagement for Participate. Be sure to follow this channel if you're new here. Welcome. Be sure to follow us so that you can be notified every time we go live. We do shows like this all the time with a lot of different subjects and content, and it would be really exciting to see you back here another time. We also share all of our past videos on YouTube, so feel free to head on over to the Participate YouTube channel where you can catch up on all of the previous Sandbox live streams along with a lot of other content from our partners there. We're excited to have another stream. We've got a lot to talk about, in fact, today. And I'm excited to share a bunch of stuff with you. So let's get to it. First off, be sure to check out the Sandbox community on Participate. This is where you can go to learn about all of the new developments in the actual program, the Sandbox, the Game Maker, for example, and Vox Edit, and the Metaverse, which is what we're actually going to be talking about a little today. But you can also learn more about the curriculum that we're developing, how to use the Sandbox in your classroom, and a lot of other things. So be sure to visit the Sandbox community. It is a great place to learn more. You can join in discussions. You can collaborate with other game designers, other people that are interested in learning more about game design and using it in your classroom. There is a lot to be excited about here. One other thing I will share is that we have a special stream coming soon. Next week, next Thursday, February the 25th, we'll be talking at 8 o'clock at night about why game design. We're going to just set the table for everybody on why you would even want to do this, which is really fun to talk about, and kind of make the case for game design in general, which doesn't tend to get made enough. So I'm going to be joined by a good friend of mine, Melissa Pilikowski. She is the host and moderator of the Games for Ed chat, hashtag Games for Ed on Twitter. So Melissa and I will be on stream. That's Thursday, the February the 25th at 8 o'clock. And we're going to be talking about why you would want to learn game design and how you can use the Sandbox to do that, which is really exciting. So that again is Thursday, February the 25th at 8 o'clock. We hope to see you there. Also want to bring your attention to the fact that there is a new Game Maker client available. So be sure to check out, again, all of this information is on the community. So if you head to the Sandbox community, the link is in the chat. You can get all of the information right from there, which is awesome. The last thing I wanted to mention before we take a deep dive into this great new we're going to talk to Sebastian. Sebastian Bourget is going to be with us in a second. I think he's with us now. Say hi if you're with us, Sebastian. I think he's with us.
Hello.
There he is, just listening and hanging out. So we're gonna talk to Sebastian about the something really exciting. I can't wait to show you guys I guess we're gonna call it the Metaverse, the Alpha Metaverse, which makes it even sound more epic. But we do, before we get to that, which is going to be what we're gonna spend most of our time today on, share with you that another lesson in the high school curriculum is out now. So I believe that this is lesson 4, and this is about how to design a storyboard and a script for your game. All of this stuff is super important. It's laying the groundwork for making a really awesome game. And what I actually like is that the sandbox, the art style lends itself to this super well. Better than any other tool that I had ever used to make video games with my students before. So definitely take a look at the high school curriculum. The link is in the chat, and check out this new lesson on how to create with your students a really great storyboard for your game. This is a rite of passage for all games. Every game that's made, especially games that have a narrative or a story, have a storyboard designed for them. It's how game designers understand the flow and the process of the game that they're making, which is really, really exciting. And here's Sebastian with us, and it's great to see you again. How you been? How's it going?
Hi, Mike.
How's it going
Very
with
well.
the sandbox?
Can you hear me fine?
Yeah, we can hear you perfectly. How you doing?
Awesome. I'm great. I'm great. And I'm both with you in camera and also in the private alpha of the game client. So I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm an avatar. We said we will do it as soon as it's possible. So it's not yet public to everyone. We're just testing things out with a group of happy few. And of course, Mike is one of them today.
Yeah.
And we're going to try things out.
It's really exciting. I was in this the other day, and oh my goodness, it is wild. It is exceeded, to be honest, my expectations. So explain to us what everyone's looking at. Like, where are we? I know that you've said this is the kind of the alpha version of the metaverse, but basically, what is the metaverse?
Well, the metaverse is essentially a concept, a virtual world where you can have like a digital existence and you can continue to be there, you plus all your belongings, while you are also at the same time in the physical world. And in this metaverse, you can carry your digital assets with you along as you move across those worlds. You can have IPs and brand experience happening. You can be and you can really experience wild things all around. So I guess that's the simple way to put things around without touching too much around also the economic concept, the fact that brands, IPs, games, art, a lot of things are happening at the same time.
Very cool. So
here you go. Yes.
There you are. So I believe that this is you. Look at your avatar. That looks really cool.
Yes,
And
I'm that blue genie.
The blue genie, and I believe I'm a postman, which is also very cool. So it looks to me, Sebastian, like there are portals. So I'm looking at a portal here, and there's a portal there, and there's a portal over here, and a portal in the middle here. And it seems to me that this is the way that you transverse through the metaverse. Is that right?
That's correct. So we are inside here. When you arrive for the first time, you arrive in this social hub, which is a place where you'll be along with other players. You can start chat, interact. Oh, here is someone came up. Hey, Kimson. That's pretty cool. And then you can have a little conversation. You can explore around, and the portals are indeed way to access the other virtual world, which could be other social hubs, which can be or single player or multiplayer game experiences as well. So as you can see, the map is large. We have four portals. Right in front of us is a tutorial. And in Sandbox, because we are a gaming virtual world, you're going to learn more and discover three key factions. And each of those green, blue, and brown, orange, brown portal there, each one of them will lead you to the world of that faction.
So I'm looking at a lot of assets here, a lot of like, I mean, that statue is really cool, and a lot of these, like, there's trees and there's towers, and there's like really cool neon signs over there. All of this stuff is stuff that can be just built by anyone. Is that right? Like, these are these assets that would be available to anyone, or is this special just for this, or is this like
Exactly.
is the building potential of this possible in the game maker?
All the content you're seeing is actually made with VoxEdit, the 3D editor. It's been made by artists from our community. We've assembled a special team from the best artists we've been working from with us for years now, and they have composed this place, crafting the different assets that compose the environment, that give lives to it, with those birds flying, those statues, those buildings, etc. And with just the press of the N key, you can access the NFT menu, where you can see all those assets that compose the world. And some of them will indeed be available for purchase by other creators and can be used into their own games. So those NFTs are assets that they can own, that they can transfer. And so there's all the economic loop that we already touched a little bit about on previous streams as well. And I think it's a great way to get started and acquainted with something really tangible that other creators can use and feel when they enter this world.
It's amazing. What I think is so cool about this is that so you said all of this stuff is made in VoxEdit, which is another tool that you guys have for designing assets. And anybody can do this. Anybody can, in theory, if you think you have the chops to go into VoxEdit and make, a bridge or a wall, or there's like a Ferris wheel, or a table, anything that you want, a really cool statue. All of this stuff was made by artists using VoxEdit, which means that you can do that too.
There are artists from all around the world. VoxEdit comes with templates, so you sometimes you don't even need to model; you just need to paint over.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, on one of the first stream, you actually did something yourself with VoxEdit.
That's right. We did. We did. We made our own avatars, which was super fun, and I mean, I love the models and the idea that you can access the resources and ideas of other people. Like this bridge um is super nice and really cool, and the idea that you can basically purchase this, it has a limited quantity, which is another interesting aspect of all of the assets. And then you can take it and use it in whatever it is that you're making. And that's what it's like with all of these. So That is so cool. And it's I mean, congratulations to the folks that have helped you. Steam Cultivator in the chat. I want to make an animated model. For sure. You should totally do that. Uh, we should maybe jump into one of these portals, Sebastian. Which one do you think we should go into first?
Before, I guess, let's explore. I see many people just started to join us, so we
Yeah.
can play some hide and seek game. We can just follow each other. The world is already pretty. We're going to see like it's so big. Hey, here you are. So you can see really far away where other users are. You can message them, of course. Hey, here up there, there's someone jumping. Let's try to go and jump up there as well, like they do. So
I saw someone is
it's a
trying to
hub,
climb the
but
mountain at the back.
someone climbing there. Yes, it's so big. There's mini games all around the corner. Like in a way, it's not just here. I'm here and I just need to chat with people, and it's a bit. It's going to become boring. No, you can actually try to reach those faraway points, take some bird eye view that are very beautiful. You have some characters that give you some tips. Information about the environment and the story of this whole universe that's been built. So one of the aspects in game design also is narrative design. Like what stories do you want to bring through the medium of the video game? And that hub also demonstrate this.
I love it.
Let's go maybe to the.
There's a cool tower up here. I'm looking at.
There are neon signs up there.
I wonder how you get up there. Can you get up there?
Vehicles.
I love this. The pipes. There's some really cool details. As someone that builds, things, for example, in Minecraft all the time, and just kind of finished up a pretty big, building project that had a lot of detail in it. I find I really love and appreciate this world for its for its attention to detail. I'm really enjoying all of the little, like you said, the little bits. Like there's a guy standing here and he's got the carpets down on the floor and stuff like that. Really cool.
Yes, there's a lot of attention both to the design of the level and also like the level art, like how do you move people? It's a social hub, so how do you create spaces where people are going to come all together and meet, but also how do you create like those corridors, high points where you can be alone, etc. And then how do you decorate around so it's not empty, but there's always something to look around, pay little attention. Oh, this detail here, this grass there, this pipe. What story does that tell? Does it point me into a certain direction as well? So the architecture of the level, we spend a lot of time into it on purpose.
That's awesome. I think I've found a way up into a high point here. I'm excited.
You're already up there. I lost you when I was explaining.
That's so cool.
And imagine now 40 plus people. We're aiming now for 64 in a room like this. Can become quite interesting.
Yeah, it's really neat. This is super cool. So one of the things that I wanted to touch on, because I think as it relates to teachers, I really want to show educators this as much as I can, and I can't wait until it becomes more widely available, because one of the things I talk about all the time is what's called agency. And that's the idea that students are doing things that they have a sense are bigger than themselves, that other people will be able to experience what they've done, that other people will be able to use what they've made, that other people will be able to appreciate the work that they've put into their creation. And this metaverse provides that agency in a way that there's not a lot of other tools, or especially in the game design space, especially for students. It's very solo in the sense that it's hard. Like, there's not really any multiplayer potential in a lot of tools that students could use to make games with. Where I think that this could be a game changer, pardon the pun, um, for students using and developing worlds together. Both the the experience and the playing, and even the building and the testing and the working together. So you could take that high school curriculum and really turn it into a pretty interesting collaborative experience that doesn't just collaborate, where the collaboration doesn't end with them making the game and the art and stuff like that, but they can then go in and play the game together, which is really really cool. um I'm excited to see the potential of this, and I think that there's something here for sure. I was
That's the
telling
tutorial level. So let's go in it. Right. That's
I was
so
telling some
you
folks on our
teleport.
team that I think that now that I've seen this, I'm really feeling like there's some super interesting um, collaborative potential for students that I haven't really felt before. It's really exciting. And I'll tell you, for an alpha, it runs pretty smooth, man. You should be proud of that as well.
Thanks. And then more performance. We still find it's too long, so more performance improvement coming in next build already. Uh, so here's a tutorial. This is a single player experience where you begin by just a treasure hunt, simple objective that will teach you some of the controls, explore the world, press and learn dialogues, interact, climb.
And this is all built in Game Maker, so the interface elements, and the dialogue elements and the interactions are all built in game. Like you're using the same tool, so anyone can build a game that has this type of interaction. Is that right?
That's correct. Everything is made with our own game maker. There's no other creation
Oh, I
tool
love
being
that.
used here.
I love that little quest, banner that came up in the middle. That is cool. To jump, press the space bar. To climb, move forward near a ladder. I like this. This is like a little tutorial.
It is. That's the tutorial level.
All right, let's. Oh, there is a guy, a cool looking dude with a sword. Completed your first quest to continue. Join the Guardians at the floating temple. I love this banner in the middle. That's really cool. Could you help me find some dragon? This is like a side quest.
And if you look up in the sky, you're going to see some surprise.
Oh, there's like a dude flying on a whale.
Yes, that's some of the magic of the world.
There's a couple people flying on whales, in fact. That's awesome. All right, let's carry on here. Let's oh, I got to jump over this.
Something I want to highlight right now, we're playing the tutorial level, which was made by our team, but a large amount of the content that will be available on the first season when we launch the alpha to a larger public will be user-generated content made by our community, other creators, other game studios supported by our foundation. So you'll be able to play and potentially content also from winners of the game jams. So the the competition that we've been holding recently.
It's awesome. So that's another example. Like, I mean, user-generated content can be put into this and a part of the metaverse, which is pretty great. Left click for a heavy attack. All right, I go. Oh! Look at that. That was. Yeah. You shall promise. Thank you. Always thought I had warrior potential. I'll send you word ahead with Supply Master. If you visit him, he'll provide you with equipment. So it's a mailman with a sword, as all mailmen do. The Master Strategist speaks well of you. Perhaps you have the ability to take the immortal sword from its resting place. Test your power by pressing E near it. Ooh.
Wow.
Cool.
That's a giant library. How do you like the aesthetic of the level?
Yeah. It's very cool. I love to think that, like, the potential for anyone to do this is there. You know, the folks that you have gotten to make some of this stuff for you are obviously exceptional. But the fact of the matter is that, you know, if you think you have some, you know, design chops, some ability to make assets, then you can. There's nothing stopping you from going and doing this yourself, and that I find is absolutely awesome. This has been inspiring as I'm thinking about making my own game, which I'm totally into. This has gotten me even more excited about doing that and about what that might look like and what that potential could be. I'll be you know, I'll be watching this video. Oh, I fell down. I'll be watching this video more than a few times to get a good look at kind of like the oh, there's a thing over there. I wonder how you get to that. I'll be looking at this for inspiration. I'm pretty inspired.
Please
at the
do.
moment.
That's
I'm into it. Oh. Oh, I got a dragon flower. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, this is a good place to look too. Get a good view from here. I would totally show kids this type of thing too. You always one of the things I always did at the start of the year in my game design class was show students games from previous years, especially the ones that I thought were really interesting and inspiring. It kind of gets them, you know, revved up for the future potential and what can be done. Whoa. Well, that's so. What was that called again? That was the Oracle World, I think it was called. Let's go back and let's check out another one.
That was a tutorial, I think.
Oh, right, the tutorial.
Into.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. So I had a question, Sebastian. When folks are able to access the metaverse, like the full metaverse, are they going to be able to hop from place to place to place, you know, through other portals. How is that gonna work? I'm curious. Oh, he's muted.
Yeah, that's correct. You with the portal, you can access from one world to another. So either using adjacent world at the border or lands that are far more distant. Portals will be scattered around on the map of the sandbox, so you can access like some of the large portion of land that we have been that are present on the map, the 2D map that we presented a few times already.
Very cool. So what's this one? The greenhouse. I love just looking through these for potential ideas for my own game. I'm gonna, as long as this is open, I'm gonna keep coming back and looking at it because I'm looking for. I've been on the stream. The last 2 streams, I've been really coming close to having an idea for what I want to do, but definitely still looking for some inspiration. I'm curious about the music, Sebastian. So, so this is a cool track. Is this built into the like? Do you have a music library for folks to use in the game maker, or are you able to import your own MP3s? How does the music work? You're muted again.
Absolutely. So right now we do provide our own music, which was made by the original artist that we worked with for almost 5 years on the previous Sandbox as well. So and there's a few themes for each of the faction as well as the main theme. Soon we will be able also to manage, import directly your music and manage your own sound effects and music to customize even more your game.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Because there's lots of royalty-free music out there, so you could you know, import royalty-free music into your game and make it your own kind of sound. Give it your own feel, which is really cool as well. Though I do like this song. The sewers. Defeat the enemies. This is awesome. You're like under the ground. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. I took some damage, friends. Nice. Ah! It's always stuff like this, right? That get you. Oh, yeah. Expert. Well, I'm totally inspired. I think that there's some really cool ideas here. Uh-oh. There's lots of guys here. Get more health? Oh no! empowering. It's empowering to the game designers when they make every element of the game. It's also great when they don't have to, because not everyone feels like they can make all the elements. My son doesn't feel strong at art, but my daughter does. They need to team up to make a game together. That's exactly what they need to do. I had ideas once about making my game design project a group project, with the idea of pairing up, folks that are really good at different things, so that they could collaborate together and make something really exceptional. I didn't end up doing that, but it was I think that there's huge potential for that with this. Very cool.
Oh yes, I'm admiring you playing since before. As you say, like it's very inspiring for you to play some of those levels and experiment with some of those levels we put. The goal is to give you some ideas, for you to experiment the possibilities, and then definitely like the game maker and the whole dashboard is thought so you can create as a group or as a team. Some games are actually already being developed by teams, not just individuals. Our goal is to allow anyone, individuals, teams, professional game studios, to build on the Sandbox platform.
Right. How does collaborative development work on the Game Maker? Are people in separate instances of Game Maker and then just sharing assets with each other? I'm curious how you find your feedback is with people on how that's working.
Yes, that's at the moment there is no multiplayer collaborative building where everyone is creating in the same instance. That's the vision coming down the road. So I think within 1 to 2 years we'll have that capacity.
Awesome.
For now, everyone is creating individually into his own instance.
Thought this was cool. Let's see if it opens up what I think it'll open up. Oh, I didn't. Okay. I'm not sure how to get out of here. Maybe I gotta talk to one of these folks. It's funny that there's definitely people wrote some like stories for this tutorial world for the alpha stuff. There's oh, there we go. I just had to talk to someone. Oh wow, this is hard. This is like a yeah. Oh, that's cool. It's cool that you can jump and then it recognizes that there's a ladder, and you can like you can grab the ladder from a distance. All right. Well, this is awesome. Oof.
So you're enjoying it a lot. I'm really happy. I'm smiling when I see you play like this, and it's live playtest for us. That's definitely creating the good, positive reaction and inspiration. Oops.
I'll tell you, Sebastian, I'm impressed with how smooth the gameplay is. Like, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's like, I've played a lot of alpha level games in my life. I actually used to review video games when I was in university. I wrote freelance game reviews for publications all the time. It was kind of one of my little fun side things, and I'll tell you, so I've played a lot of alpha tests and beta tests, and I'm impressed by how smooth this gameplay is. You wouldn't know it from the quality of my parkour skills at the moment, though I feel like
I can see you played a lot.
there we go. All right, let's get this one now. There we go. There we go. All right, so I imagine I gotta go up here. There we go. Oh, I love that there's like these little markers to guide people where to go next. That's another thing I'm gonna have to do. Guides people on how to move forward. Oh, bad guy. My hero mailman is not messing around. Oh man, can I just like kite these guys? Oh, that guy looks like a big bad guy. Wow. All right. Well, I could sit here and play this all day, and I don't think that that's what this stream is for. Though, you know, streaming this on Twitch as a regular gameplay thing isn't the craziest idea in the world. Maybe we just do that one. When I'll tell you, when more content comes out for this, maybe that's a thing that we do. Maybe I get some folks to join me, and we just play through some of the games, because I'm dying to do that, to get some more ideas and inspiration, and I think that other people hopefully will get some ideas and inspiration too. So I'll be sure to. Oh wow.
There's two things that I would encourage to do. The first one is to whoever watched this stream as an educator and wants to start creating something, we could play it on the stream. And the second is maybe we can participate at the next game jam that we would announce. So competing with a project that we could build through the stream.
Imagine that. Imagine that. That would be so cool. So hopefully we can talk about how to do that. I think that would be a pretty awesome idea. So again, friends, be sure to remember to join the community on the Sandbox. The link will be in the chat in just a second. So make sure that you join the community. That's where a lot of this collaboration, all the information, all the details are being given out there. You can join the Game Maker Game Studio High School curriculum. We're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are up to lesson 4 technically. And as you can see, we got some other lessons still to come. And the whole point of the Game Maker Game Studio curriculum is that by the time you are done with the curriculum, you will have basically went through the process to create your own game. You'll have done it in a very similar way to a game studio does it as well. And so that's a great way to go through the process. And also, if you're an educator, to teach students how to make their own games as well. It's all very, very exciting. That is it for the stream today. I wanted to thank Sebastian for giving us the idea of showing the Metaverse off. It was awesome. I had so much fun. And we will definitely do that again another time. Thanks, Sebastian, for coming on.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day, and we will see you soon. Thanks for watching.